How do we solve two-step equations? So in order to solve for an equation, we have to know what we're looking at first. So we have the equation 2x plus 3 is equal to 15. So let's first define each part of this equation. So I'm going to go ahead and underline each number and variable. And we're just going to go ahead and define those really quick. So the first number, 2, is going to be called the coefficient, because the coefficient is always tied to a variable, right? So the 2 is associated with the x, or you can look at that as 2 times x. The letter x is obviously our variable, and that is what we're trying to solve for. And then we're left with a 3 and a 15. Those do not have variables with them. And so those are going to be called constants because they're just a number. All right, so let's go ahead and solve this equation now. So I'm going to rewrite it. 2x plus 3 is equal to 15. All right, so another way of looking at this equation is 2 times x, or 2 times some number, plus 3 is equal to 15. So the first thing I want to do is we're trying to get this variable by itself. And so I'm going to get rid of this plus 3, right? So how do we get rid of a plus 3? We're going to subtract 3, okay? And what we do to one side, we always have to do to the other. So this is called inverse operations or opposite operations, right? So we're just trying to get rid of the 3. So that's going to cancel out. I'm going to bring down my 2x that's left over, bring down my equal sign, and then I have 15 minus 3, which is 12. All right, so at this point, we have a one-step equation. So we have 2x, or 2 times x, is equal to 12. So now, again, we're going to do inverse operations. We want this x by itself. So since it's 2 times x, we're going to do division, right? Because we're trying to do the opposite. So I'm going to divide by 2. And once again, we have to do this to both sides. And so 2 divided by 2 is 1. And so instead of writing 1x, I'm just going to write x is equal to 12 divided by 2, which is 6. Okay? So our answer is x equals 6. Now, if you want to be careful and have a good way to check your answer, what you can do is you can take your answer, 6, and plug it back in for x in the equation, and just make sure that it makes sense and the math checks out, right? So 2 times 6 is 12, plus 3 is equal to 15. And that does make sense. So that's just an easy way to check your answer. So we are confident that the answer is x equals 6.